Chris Gullo for BCW TV, and I am with Brodie Lee, who has a big match tonight against Jordan Lennox. Brodie, your thoughts?
I think Jordan Lennox has a big match tonight. And as you can see by the looks of my boot, it needed a little repairing because I've been kicking people in the face nationwide. So Jordan Lennox, one more big boot, one more 3 count, it's your face!
Chris, you're restarting BCW TV right here on YouTube by interviewing wrestlers in the bathroom? What kind of operation are you running here?
I am Chris Gullo, joined by Troy the Boy Buchanan here for BCW TV, the always interesting Troy the Boy Buchanan. And we have a huge matchup today on Buffalo Championship Wrestling Television. We have the big rig Brodie Lee versus Jordan Lennox. And of course, you can check us out at Facebook at Buffalo Championship Wrestling. Of course, our website, bcwwny.com. And also on Twitter, BCWWNY. And of course, we have a huge heavyweight title tournament going on Saturday, March 24th at the American Legion Post at 60 Main Street, Tonawanda, New York, 7 p.m. bell time. For tickets, you can call 218-9716 with the 716 area code. And of course, Mark Cerrone Incorporated, Vinny's Sports Bar, Black Rock Pharmacy, and Mooney's are our great sponsors here at Buffalo Championship Wrestling. And it is a restart, a new era in Buffalo Championship Wrestling. Everybody is excited. Of course, we bring you great action like Brodie Lee and Jordan Lennox. But we've got a lot of big things coming up, including the heavyweight title tournament. And Saturday, April 7th, we are going to have the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer, and the franchise Shane Douglas in the Frank Young Sports Complex. Saturday, April 7th, 7 p.m. bell time, right here at Buffalo Championship Wrestling.
That's right, Chris. So much going on in Buffalo Championship Wrestling. So much has gone on in Buffalo Championship Wrestling, including yours truly. And the fans here are going to see it week in and week out right here on YouTube.
And of course, Buffalo Championship Wrestling has gone on radio as well, folks. Turnbuckle Talk Radio every Monday night at 7 p.m., 91.3 FM in Buffalo. Of course, online at wbny.org. You can get all your updates and news and information about Buffalo Championship Wrestling on Turnbuckle Talk Radio, and of course, talk about other great wrestling news and stories throughout the world. And getting ready for this big matchup here, folks. I'm looking forward to this one. We got Big Rig Brodie Lee, who is a very well-known star, and he is definitely one of the most aggressive, toughest guys I've ever seen. But Jordan Lennox is an upcoming superstar in Buffalo Championship Wrestling, definitely one of the young guns, somebody who could possibly be climbing up the ranks very soon here in the future in Buffalo Championship Wrestling.
That's right, Chris. Jordan Lennox representing the 585. Not sure if that's cool, not sure if that's popular, but that's indeed where he's representing. The big rig Brodie Lee has had several stints over in Japan. He's a top star here in North America. This will be a great match here to restart BCW TV right here on YouTube.
This will be a 15-minute time limit match, and your referee will be DJ Jarka. Checking both competitors now for this one as we're about to get the bell start. And like we said, looking forward to this one. And Brodie already starting with some aggressive moves. Aggressive just like Buffalo Championship Wrestling. Lots of great aggressive action here. And of course, Brodie Lee starting us off pretty big here with some big punches and now choking Jordan Lennox on the ropes here. Folks, anything can happen in Buffalo Championship Wrestling, and Brodie's already showing that being so aggressive in the early minutes in this match. Now Brodie throwing Lennox. And Lennox countering, using a nice little head scissors there, and he's getting pumped up and trying to get the crowd pumped up.
That's right, Jordan Lennox using some speed and some aerial tactics there.
And a big splash to Brodie Lee on the outside, folks. Jordan Lennox now trying to get that momentum, getting back into the ring. Brodie, he's down, and this is where Lennox can capitalize, but Brodie moves out of the way as Lennox catches nothing but air. Brodie now, big chops right there. Lennox flopping around. And now Brodie intimidating the referee. And now a little bit of a boot right there to Lennox. He's got Lennox in the corner now. Ooh, with a big elbow. And Brodie Lee he can punch, he can kick, and this guy is downright aggressive. And of course, you can see him and other great stars right here at Buffalo Championship Wrestling. Brodie now. Nice suplex right there on Lennox. He's going to go for the cover. It's going to be a 2 count. Oh, almost a 3 right there. But it's a 2, and Brodie doesn't look too happy with that one. But I think he's actually looking forward to putting some more punishment on Jordan Lennox.
Speaking of not looking too happy, I'm sure the promoter's not too happy after that suplex. Probably costing him a couple bucks here. There's a little bit of tile damage here goes on at the Lake Erie Italian Club as we're in Lackawanna, New York this week today.
Well, Buffalo Championship Wrestling brings some of the biggest stars, and that might happen right there. Of course, Big Rig Brodie Lee, one of the biggest. And boom, a big slam right there on Lennox. And now he's being cocky by covering him with his boot there, and it's only a 2 count. He was using the ropes there. We know that's not legal, and the official letting Brodie Lee know. And now Lennox trying to come at him. Ooh, and a big right hand right there by Brodie Lee. And now Brodie once again stepping on Jordan Lennox's face, thinking he's got this one in the bag right here.
Now, Chris, speaking from a rule breaker's perspective, I'm sorry I can't talk here today, Brodie Lee is not in the wrong. It's DJ Jarka's job to enforce the rules and get in there. If Brodie Lee wants to take advantage of the rules and DJ Jarka's not going to do anything about it, let Brodie Lee do what he wants to do.
You should be an honorable man and follow the rules.
There is no honor in pro wrestling. Chris, this is Buffalo Championship Wrestling.
Well, Buffalo Championship Wrestling also has great young rising stars who do honor and follow the rules, like Jordan Lennox. But Jordan not looking too into this one right now as Brodie Lee continue using his aggressive moves. Now Brodie using the ropes, the big guy flying. He's got him for a cover, almost a 3 count there. And now Brodie frustrated.
That's right, Brodie Lee can do it all. It just goes to show the power of Brodie Lee, too. Jordan Lennox is no small man. He goes about 170, 180. Brodie Lee close to 300 pounds. But one shot from Brodie Lee takes Jordan Lennox right down.
Lennox now trying to get back into this. Bunch of shots to Brodie. Brodie's still not on the ground. What's it going to take to get this guy down? And ooh, a big drop kick right there by Brodie Lee, covering once again. And only a 2 count. Lennox staying in this. This kid's got a lot of fight in him.
That's right, Jordan Lennox has a lot of fight, but the big rig Brodie Lee, he's bitter, he's angry, and he's going to take it to Jordan Lennox because he wants to work his way to the top here in Buffalo Championship Wrestling.
And taking him to the outside. Like we said, anything can happen here in Buffalo Championship Wrestling, including outside action. And of course, it always gets a little hardcore and a little roughhousing here, as now Brodie Lee continues to hammer on Jordan on the outside as referee DJ Jarka is trying to get them both in the ring. We don't want to see a count out here, folks. We want to see this one end in a pinfall or submission. And will it happen? Looks like Brodie did throw Lennox back in here. Buffalo Championship Wrestling, of course, giving you all exciting action, either inside or outside the ring, folks. And that's what we're seeing right here, but Brodie getting him back in the ring, looking for the kill. It's like a cheetah on a gazelle right here. Brodie now. He's got Lennox up, and he's going to put him into a bit of a trio. Whoa right there. Now Brodie taking his time, getting to the other corner here. And it looks like he was going to go for a big kick, but he spits in the face of Jordan Lennox, once again not being honorable.
Brodie Lee taunting the young kid here, Buffalo Championship Wrestling, and referee DJ Jarka just like, he's kind of having a back, like a seat here, just taking a look at what's going on. I'm going to write this in my notebook for when the T-Rex Express has a match. I'm going to request DJ Jarka as our referee.
Lennox now trying to get to the top, and boom! A big spinning DDT off the top rope, folks, right here on BCW TV, but Brodie can't stay down long there. Lennox now once again going to the top of the ropes. High flying action and aggressive hard hitting action right here in Buffalo Championship Wrestling, and a big drop kick right there from the top from Lennox. Can he get the 3? And only a 2. But this kid has definitely came back here, and now it's anyone's match here. Chris Gullo with Troy Buchanan on BCW TV, and we're seeing one hell of a match. And Lennox now off the top ropes with a big splash. It can only get a 2 on Brodie Lee.
That's right, Brodie Lee has got to pull out all the stops right here to take down Jordan Lennox. Jordan Lennox has a little bit of life to him. You can see it right here.
I can tell you, for this being the first match in the new BCW TV new era, folks, this is great here. And now both men, and it looks like Brodie's not getting a choke on Lennox, as Lennox couldn't get Brodie totally down. And now both men trying to get up here. Can Lennox get a big move on him? But Brodie with a big sidewalk slam, folks. And is it going to be a 3 count? Only a 2, and it kind of looks like Brodie let him up on that one. Looks like he wants to get a little more punishment on the young gun.
That's right, Brodie Lee getting a little bit of cocky and arrogant, but when you are as big and when you are as bad as Brodie Lee, you can get cocky and arrogant.
This one has been a good one here from BCW TV. Of course, Buffalo Championship Wrestling bringing you the best in wrestling action here, folks. And now, is he going to go for a powerbomb? But no, look, with a counter, Jordan Lennox almost gets a 3 count. This guy almost got the victory, but Brodie with the big boot. Could that be all? Looks up, Brodie's picking him up. Brodie looking to add some more punishment, and a big power bomb right there. Brodie Lee, 1, 2, 3, and this one's over here. Big Rig Brodie Lee victorious on BCW TV. And you saw the big boot right there. That was the game changer. Brodie knew he had this one in the bag and getting the victory with the power bomb right here on Jordan Lennox. I am Chris Gullo here for Buffalo Championship Wrestling Television with Troy the Boy Buchanan. And once again, Big Rig Brodie Lee victorious. Check us out at twitter.com/BCWWMY.